If you think I'm joking that the left isn't rooting against Trump, how could you picture people like this rooting for him? Here's everyone's favorite Democrat spokeswoman, Jasmine Crockett, who is a regular feature on the Alex Marlowe Show and pretty much every conservative podcast, right, at this point. Play cut 4 for me, guys.
Most black people are not Republicans simply because we just is like, y'all racist. I can't hang out with the KKK in them. That's really what it is. But when we think about who we are as black people and we think about where we come from, most black people have very conservative values, right? But the reality is that, like, we just can't side with, like, the neo-Nazis in them.
You guys know that she went to private school. She's a privileged person. She doesn't need to talk like that. That's an affectation for her to talk hood. And she does that because she thinks it's pandering. It was really interesting. I was watching a clip of Megyn Kelly talking to Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marjorie Taylor Greene was talking about how she's abusive to her staff. There was a video, I played this on the Marlowe Show a couple of months ago, of Crockett doing a tour of her office and how she basically, the congressional offices are not very big, and she converted an entire room into basically a makeup room so that she could get ready for her TV appearances. So a very odd person, but I don't know if it's news to her, but the KKK were Democrats. So it's just an important point that saying that we're the Republican KKK. Well, that was you guys. That's on you guys. But I will say there was something factual that she said that I think a lot of black people are Democrat because they just simply believe Republicans are racist. And I think we're doing a lot to undo that, but the left is kicking and screaming trying to make sure they stop us from that. Think about the most rapped about politician in the world by a mile is the president of the United States, and he's a white Republican. And still, we are in this environment where there are a lot of people who just simply regard Republicans as racist. And the way Larry's phrased it to me in the past is a Democrat good, Republican bad. And that really is the default setting for a lot of people, which is why some of the efforts President Trump is taking on to try to make it that we have some sort of level of basic civic engagement that's required for you to be able to vote. You know, you being able to show up on election day, you being able to have an ID. That's very important because the ultra low information people, they're not voting for Trump. They're voting against the party that has been called racist in the media. That's what they're doing. So it's one of the reasons why it's very important that we try to at least raise the bar a touch to contribute to America's electorate.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.